Another day, another inspiring interview, of course, with someone na sabi niya kanina, she's been interviewed by international organizations, but this the second time that she was being interviewed on a Filipino organization. I'm so lucky. I'm just so lucky. So with me right now is Dr. Fatima Edna Joyce Santos, a specialist ophthalmologist and a member of American Academy of Medical Science from the Union Medical and Dental Center. Yay! Welcome to the Global Filipino Magazine, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Kayo?
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Thank you for meeting us. You drove all the way from Ras Al Khaimah, no?
Yes.
Is it really part of your daily routine to drive yourself?
I've always been driving since I was 14 years old, and yes, it's part of my routine. I enjoy driving. I enjoy, even driving by myself.
Ay, ang galing, no? Nakaka-inspire pala nung umpisa, di ba? Hindi ka ba ikaw yung mainipin sa kalye? Hindi ba ikaw yung nagagalit kapag there are really people who are...
No. For me, when those people are discourteous in the street, maybe there's an emergency. You don't know. Malay mo, his mother, his father, so you just have to forgive them.
Okay.
Just let it pass.
But that's not the topic that we're going to discuss. The most important thing is the life story that you have that would inspire our fellow Filipinos because according to my research, ang daming mapupulot na mga gandang lessons kapag dating sa interview natin ito. Let's start with your life in the Philippines before coming to Dubai.
During that time, I became a doctor of medicine in 1982. And then I became an ophthalmologist in 1989 and 1990. And I started to join my mother's clinic in Lucena
City. So you came from a family of doctors?
Yeah, my mom was an eye, ear, nose, throat consultant. From then on, I joined several hospitals. Also, I was connected with a lot of hospitals in the Philippines, and I was the head of the Department of Ophthalmology. And I was also the past president of the Southern Tagalog Society of Ophthalmology and the past president of the Philippine Medical Women's Association in Lucena, Quezon for 4 years.
With these kind of credentials and positions sa rank sa Pilipinas, bakit nandito sa Middle East ang isang doktora, Fatima?
Actually, I didn't want to leave the Philippines, but when I came here, I saw that a lot of Filipinos are needing my help at that time. So I said, and I just came here actually for the Dubai Shopping Festival.
Okay.
And then a friend of mine from the Faculty of Medicine in Elaine told me, why don't you try applying in the government, in the Ministry of Health? Okay, let me try. Who knows? Then when I came there, when he saw my credentials, immediately the minister there, he said, okay, which hospital you want?
Talaga?
I said, okay. Ganon
you were just on a vacation pagkatapos?
Yeah, I was just on a vacation, and then I said kung saan ako nanggaling, what school I came from, and that I had some training also in the US. So,
but what about the requirements? Madali ba yung pagpasok mo as a medical practitioner since you are, a doctor?
No, the requirements at the time, because of my credentials, they just asked me to do an oral interview.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just an oral interview. There was no written exam. Yeah. At that time. And so, I was luckily accepted at Elaine Hospital.
That was your first?
Yeah, that was my first, the first hospital that I was working in. And then I went to Al Noor Hospital. Before Al Noor Hospital, there was Sultan Advanced Polyclinic.
Okay.
I was the head of the department there. Then I went to Al Noor Hospital, which is now Mediclinic. Then after that, I went to Dar Al Shifa. I was also the head, the head of the department. And then I went to Corfacan and then Ras Al Khaimah. Nalibot ko na actually. So,
nakita mo yung mga klase ng mga OFW or Filipinos that we have here? Or probably there was really a chance na naging pasyente mo sila?
Siyempre, because I was in a government hospital. I was accepted there. So, siyempre, nakita ko sila, nakasalimuha ko sila. But it's not all the time that I was with them, because I was married before to a Lebanese guy.
Okay.
And then, sa relihiyon namin, I have to stay at home and house and like this. So, hindi ako masyadong nakisalamuha.
Okay. For those times when you got married to a...
during those times, pag kinailangan naman ako for medical missions, I always, madali naman
So you
akong
stopped
kausapin.
working? You stopped your practice?
No, I didn't stop working. I have always been an ophthalmologist.
Okay.
Ever since I came here. I didn't stop. And I did not even stop also, trying to be with our kabayans once in a while. Kung kailangan nila yung
Kasi I was about to ask, pagka nakakita ang kabayan ng mga doctors na Pilipino, syempre, di ba, yung tiwala kagad nandun, that
Yes.
parang feeling natin safe tayo.
Yeah,
diba?
that has always been the case. And natutuwa naman ako, even with our kabayans in Ras Al Khaimah, they didn't know that there's a Filipino doctor.
Correct.
Actually, hindi po namin alam na mayroon palang Pilipino dito. Kung alam namin, sa inyo kami pupunta. They said. So sabi ko, now that you know, then you can spread the word. You're all welcome. Kasi ngayon, lalo na during the pandemic, a lot of mental diseases.
Correct.
Nag-iisip ang mga tao, anong nangyari sa kanila, maraming nawalan ng trabaho.
How did you manage this crisis, health crisis that we are facing right now? Actually, coronavirus has been there for 2 years and until now, wala pa tayong guarantee when it's going to end, no? How did you manage this for 2 years now, and ano yung mga struggles that you have encountered?
During the pandemic time, since last year, yung unang-unang na-curtail sa akin at sa ating lahat was freedom. That was the part that was really very difficult for me. But at the same time, we wanted to be safe din naman. So we have to comply with the regulations of the government and for the safety of the people, really.
So it was not a regular routine when we had it on the first in its first stage. Anong ginagawa mo during those times that we cannot go out, especially you, that you can just be in your home and cannot practice your profession?
No, I was practicing my profession. I was coming from the house and I had to go to the clinic. You just have to wear your protection.
Okay.
Meron tayong PPEs, di ba? You have your mask, you have your a shield before you, and this one, what you call it,
tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin.
Tuloy-tuloy ako. I never stop because that's the time when the people will need you most.
Correct.
Hindi ka naman, you will hide away and, but I also spent my time inspiring people online.
Okay, how do you do that?
Well, they ask for Zoom calls and I'll be available for Zoom call.
Okay.
And I have always been also with different companies. So I'm online always for them.
So are you saying that you have this kind of advocacy that you do for mankind? And what is this?
What I am, aside from being a doctor, I'm ambassador extraordinaire and plenipotentiary for the Antiquities Imperial Kingdom of the nation of Yakwa, tribe of Yakdayakin. And our advocacy is to build 50 cities of refuge and safe haven all around the world for all the destitute and downtrodden people. And then aside from that, and then these cities will be, like eco-cities, environmentally friendly and no coronavirus, inshallah. No viruses, inshallah. Aside from that, I'm also the chairperson for Sirac Health and Wellness Ministry in Tucson, Arizona. And I hold several positions in several companies. I'm also the executive director for Premium Africa Holdings. I'm also global communication officer for Bianchero Global Life Sciences of Switzerland, and I'm also with Bestar Holdings and Corax Netherlands and UAE. So several, and I'm a brand ambassador of Power Top Technology and team partner for Pan Pacific Finance of Singapore. So I'm holding a lot of positions actually.
I can see, but my question, can you just advise us a little of your tip about time management?
I almost have no sleep because you're dealing with several time zones. You have the American time, the time in Asia and the time in Europe and the Middle East time. So I have to juggle it in such a way na I will be available during those times. Yeah. Usually, mga 1 hour Zoom
You
calls
still
lang yan.
sleep regularly?
No, I sleep.
Okay.
Oh, definitely, you should sleep or else your mind will not work.
Work better. Okay.
Yeah.
So, ayan, grabe, no? This is something that is going to really make us all proud because she's a Filipina. Diba? I have interviewed so many guests in this program, and pagka nakakakita ako, when I get to speak with someone who has all these kinds of opportunities that could share to our viewers, like what you have gotten,
Yes.
as far as your craft mentorship is concerned, about your position, about your credentials, about your advocacy. Ano pa po yung pangarap nyo as apart from this,
Ang pangarap ko, pangarap ng lahat.
Mm-mm.
I only want the people to have perfect peace in their lives.
Mm-mm.
And how do you gain perfect peace? If you keep yourself always on the path of righteousness, and you follow the ancient laws of life, and you practice perfect love and perfect justice to everybody. That is the only way that you will gain perfect peace. I've always followed the 4 agreements. If you've heard of Don Miguel Ruiz, he's a famous author. He mentioned 4 agreements. First, be impeccable with your words. Second, don't take things personally. Third, don't make assumptions. And fourth, always do your best. If you do that and you follow those things, you will always be in the right path. And you will sleep peacefully at night.
It might be harder, but when we are focused, and when we are determined to follow certain rules, which is, ang hirap, di ba? But if we will do our best, then yung sinabi ni Doktor will not be impossible. Di ba? Message to Doktora sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin na nanonood at manonood pa by sharing this video.
I'm addressing all the overseas Filipino workers at yung mga kababayan din po natin. In the first place, you should remember why you went to another country. Stay focused on your family and not be veered away from what it was that brought you here in the first place. Always remember your parents. Laging number 1 sila. You should always call them every day, even at a certain time every day, to let them know that you are safe and that you love them. And then for all those Filipino workers who are facing a crisis right now wherever they are in other parts of the globe, just remember that the only person who can help you is yourself. Wala po tayong ibang mapagbabalingan. Okay, you will be very lucky if you will have very true and genuine friends. But you have to trust yourself and trust in the Almighty. Trust in Allah. Put everything and surrender everything, all your troubles to Him. And believe me, He will reward you and answer your prayers immensely. Huwag po tayong mawawala ng pag-asa. Do not put a limit on your goals. All I want for you is to practice perfect love, perfect justice, so that perfect peace will reign throughout the world.